So the festive season has left many of us with unwanted kilos, and some. We talked to general practitioner Dr Mavhungu Tracy Nelwamondo and Juanita Khumalo, a fitness and wellness coach, about detoxing. They're here to share the do's and don'ts and to help us dispel some myth. Ladies, a very good morning to you, and thank you so much for joining us. Dr Mavhungu, I think I want to start with you. Mentally, you know, when you look at yourself and you're like, oh, but I've gained weight, oh, but I don't like this, oh, but I don't like that, already your mindset is negative. How do you move from that space to, let me do something about it?
Yeah. So, you know what the sad part is, like, as ladies, we've been doing this for years. Like, every new year, there's a new resolution.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'll have that custard and jelly, and then after that, no, I'll see it in the new year. It's about time we stop that, because first of all, dieting is painful, and I'm not all about body shaming. Like, everybody is beautiful. You just need to do your best to actually live in the body that you're in, because you have that one body. Take care of it. Yeah. So I'm more into lifestyle medicine. So I'm actually glad that what it is, yeah, because they're sort of like speaking the same language. I don't do like diets, and I don't do detoxing, although detoxing is quite essential when you need it. But in this instance, let's do lifestyle change. Let's do something and say, this is the one body that I have. I'm going to do a lifestyle change, not a detox. Right. Yeah.
Juanita, you detox when what happens?
I mean, just to add on to what you said just now, that I don't believe in dieting as per se, because it has this negative connotation that you have to deprive yourself of every single thing. And you're not meant to be depriving yourself of things like that. And the minute you do that in a very all in one go and restrict your body so much, you're actually encouraging, eventually leads to body eating disorders, because what happens is that you get caught in a cycle where you starve yourself and then you tell yourself that no, I'm going to have one broccoli, and then you end up crashing because you end up eating all of it again, and you get caught up in a guilt trip. So for me, I wouldn't endorse cutting of everything in the same go, because it's actually not healthy. And healthy eating, it's about incorporating everything in your diet, of course in moderation. And my take on detoxing is that currently I am actually on a detox, and I've actually got some of my fit fam, that's what I call them, social media followers, also detoxing. And the reason why I did that was just to get them started on the right track. And for me, it's not about, like I said, going on a juice and starving yourself. It's about actually having every single macronutrient, which is essential, in your diet. And it's about incorporating that, and bit by bit, letting go of the other things for other things. And the more you get to do that, the more you realize, eating healthy is actually fun. And when you change the perception about healthy eating, you realize that you're eating for nutrient, to give your body nutrient and fuel. And once you do that, you'll get to love broccoli because you'll understand what it does for your body. You'll get to love protein because you understand what it does for your body. So it's about actually changing the mindset about food, and once again, taking it slowly, taking things off bit by bit, controlling your portions, and eventually you'll get a hang of it.
Changing your mindset about food, and she touches on a very important point of your portions. So you can eat 10 times a day as long as you eat the right portions, doctor.
Okay, I don't want to say to commit to the 10. I don't want to make it that commitment. But what it is you know what? Whenever you have an opportunity to put a plate of food in front of you on a table, it's an opportunity not only to heal, an opportunity to enjoy food, to actually have a relationship with food. It's an opportunity to actually discover what it is that the world has to offer. Like, it's not just about the dieting, as she said. It's not about the dieting. It's about actually saying, okay, what I practice, I've done an elimination diet. What that entails just means that I need to know what works for my body and what doesn't work for my body. That's what I actually also recommend to my patients. If you feel that you're becoming a bit sluggish, you feel that you're not sleeping well, you're feeling tired, or you have disease that you want to prevent, or you have disease that you actually want to manage, food is your best tool. Hippocrates said this like centuries ago, let food be thy medicine, and that's what I practice. So basically what that entails, go through an elimination diet. There's a lot of information on the internet. Go to a actually, it needs to be reliable internet these days.
Yeah, for sure.
Just not the internet disclaimer, yes. So it's good to get a functional medicine practitioner, which is what I am, and then you get to be guided through an elimination diet. Because you know what, your food might be my poison, and your poison might be my food. So it's actually, it needs to be individualized, needs to be personalized, and it needs to be that specific person. That's why I don't like juicing and dieting without a goal. So you need to know, what am I dieting for, what am I detoxing for, and then take it from there.
But you know, you speak about the internet, and that's where we get most of these things, hey? So you go online and they're like, no, juice for 5 days, or eliminate this for 10 days.
You know what? I think there is, like you say, there is a lot on the internet, but it's also about, just because you read something, just because it's out there, doesn't mean that it's fact and it's factual. And hence why, for me, even though I do give people guidance as to how to do it the sustainable way, you know, I do, however, recommend, if you can and have the resources, consult with a dietitian. Go see a biokineticist to ascertain your body fat and your body composition. So that way you can set realistic body or weight loss goals. A dietitian will tell you many things in terms of, this is your blood type. Like she said, what's good for me could be poison for her.
Right.
However, a dietitian can tell you, no, this is good for you, not good for you. Get a personal trainer, for example, if you can. They will actually help hold you accountable for you during your weight loss journey in the beginning, because waking up early to do it is not easy. And if you cannot afford a personal trainer, have a buddy, a friend, you know, that we hold each other accountable. So, for example, things like that, there are people and structures in place that help you and give you the right knowledge and guidance. And I try my utmost best to do the same thing too. I mean, I read a lot, fact check things a lot, which is why I'm saying it's very, very important to do your research. And I think, bringing on to what she says, the whole problem with dieting is that I'm telling you every single Monday, eat this and don't eat that. And the best approach is to tell people, we give them the education, hey, this is nutrition. And for example, this is what carbohydrates are. People have the belief that carbohydrates are bad and like, don't touch them. But
you know what, your body actually has in itself, detoxing actually, it's physiological systems that your body actually has already. You're not actually giving it anything it doesn't have. So you just need to give that extra support, 100%. Take away things, put in things that it requires. So it's not about, it's not rocket science. You don't have to overthink it. Your intuition and your body already has it together.
And I love what you spoke about, the fact that, you know what, they have to be, you know, you have to be mindful. And mindful eating is so important. And sometimes it's about understanding that when you eat mindfully, you look at your food, you take your time to eat it. Choose slowly. You'll get to understand and love the flavors and different textures of food. And once you do that, you actually realize that you get full, you get able to pay attention when you actually fall. Because when you're eating in a rush or doing something else, you just eat, and you're not conscious of how you eat and how's it making you feel. So practicing that is key. And I think one of the most important things as well is people realizing their relationship with food and the emotional, psychological aspect.
It starts here, isn't it?
Right. So important. I always say to people, are you hungry? Are you eating because you're hungry? Is it just cramping, or are you just having hunger pangs? Or are you feeling some kind of way? Because I know that for a lot of us, we are emotional eaters. You know, I know, for example, with me, and this comes with awareness and a bit of time, I realize that when it's that time of the month, when I'm sad or angry, where do I go to? The cookie chocolate.
There's nothing. Sometimes there's nothing you can do there. You're just like, let's go first. But unfortunately, we have run out of time, ladies. We could talk about this the entire day. Thank you very much for joining us. My guests, Dr Mavhungu Tracy Nelwamondo and fitness and wellness coach Juanita Khumalo. Thank you very much.